Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a casual night with Sound Goblin Gaming. Uh, we were kind of just feeling like something, brainless and less thought-provoking tonight. So, what better way to, just do some mindless entertainment than with the endless slaughter that is Risk of Rain 2.
Yeah, shoot everything we see.
Yep. I'm, as always, your host, the Krampus.
And I'm Shiv.
And if you're not familiar with it, this is a roguelite third-person action game that has been in early access for quite a while, in which you run through endless waves of enemies in various levels, collecting loot that makes you stronger, and trying not to die horribly.
Pretty accurate.
There's a number of different classes in the game, each have different skills and abilities. I will be starting out as the engineer, who can lay mines, either drop a shield or shoot missiles, and lay down different types of turrets, depending on the loadout I go with. And Shiv will be going as someone. I don't know who he's going with.
Let's find out. I'll just do.
Alright, Commando's very baseline unit. He's got a bunch of different direct fire attacks. He has a rapid fire kind of da-da-da-da shot that can stun enemies. But he's fairly vanilla compared to some of the other selections that we can do. We'll be playing on normal difficulty. I don't think we're playing for any particular achievements or anything.
Artifacts?
Let's do one run through just as normal, then we can turn on artifacts as necessary.
Okay.
Artifacts are, in fact, game modifiers that alter the way the game is played, some in minor ways, some in fairly major ways.
Yep.
Whee!
Basically, you run around, you kill monsters, get money for killing monsters. You buy various loot by opening up S or shops and all sorts of other things to get you loot that gives you various upgrades to your attack and move speed, ability recharge, and all sorts. Oh, right. I don't have quick multi-shot.
Oh, you have the alternate ability.
That's frag.
Yes. By completing challenges in-game, you are able to earn alternate abilities that change the way your character plays. Sometimes in minor ways, sometimes in fairly dramatic ways. I, for example, am playing as the engineer with the missile build, so I can fire these homing missiles at people. But I don't get the big shield that makes the engineer more tanky and defensive. Time will tell if this was a smart decision on my part or not. This being an early access game, there's a lot of games that get balanced or changed as a part of the early access thing.
Although, regarding that, it's actually not that far from release.
Oh yeah, it's going to 1.0 in August.
Yep.
Though I would imagine, given how successful it's been, they're probably going to do some kind of post-launch support.
Oh, almost certain.
The objective in this game is dirt simple. Kill things. Kill things to get money. Spend money on things that help you kill better. Repeat the cycle endlessly. Spend. Buy.
And then each level, to move on to the next one, there's a teleporter. We activate the teleporter, summon the boss. Then we go on to the next level. And it basically repeats ad nauseum, getting harder and harder as you go.
Yep. done a combat shrine over here, which summons a bunch of monsters to fight. Which is good for getting some quick cash. My goal as the engineer is to find as many items as possible that benefit my turrets, because my turrets get a copy of all of my items when they're created. This makes them very powerful.
Wax quail.
Wax quail. Wax quail makes you jump farther when you're sprinting and jumping.
Let's get out jump. I found the teleporter already. It's on the second level area.
Now, the other thing about this game is that up in the top right corner, you can see the difficulty meter. Difficulty meter is constantly going up. How quickly it goes up depends on what difficulty level you're playing on. But the longer you take, the more difficult enemies get. The more health they have, the more damage they do, things like that.
Yep.
So you want to balance how much loot you're trying to get versus exactly how difficult you want the game to be. So we don't spend too much time in these early levels.
Typically not. Kind of hit all the chests we want, then.
Yeah. Also, just because there's not a lot of stuff in these chests, or in these first levels, usually.
No, it doesn't do nonsensical numbers of enemies.
Lens maker glasses, which allow me to have a chance to critically strike and deal double damage.
We ready to hit it?
Yeah, let's go hit it. This is a lunar pod. We could open that to get a lunar item, but I don't want to do that. Because lunar items all come with some kind of downside to them. They're very powerful, but the cost for using them is very high.
They trade off things. They usually have big benefits. But, you know, detriments. Like, for instance, you can get one that
doubles your damage, but also halves your health.
And so on and so forth. Plus the lunar item I really don't want, we don't have access to yet.
Which one?
There's one that gives you like a massive reduction in equipment recharge time.
Uh-huh.
But makes your equipment automatically fire when it's full.
Ah.
It like literally cuts the time in half, I think. So it gives you super quick recharge on equipment, but can't control when it goes off anymore. On some equipment, that's not the greatest thing. On other equipment, that's like, you have the missile, fire off missiles on cooldown, whatever.
Ooh-wee, Rick, I'm really missing that shield right now.
There we go. And then when you beat a boss, there's always going to be loot that drops at the
Death Mark.
Teleporter.
Yeah.
And occasionally, each boss basically has a rare loot that can drop. Place small, random green. Yeah.
Now we go to the wetlands. No place more sake.
I think there's two. Basically, the maps will loop around every
Yes.
4 maps. But there's like 2 for each.
Yeah, every stage has 2 different variants that you can go to.
And then some of those variants also have variants of themselves. For there's two versions of the kind of fields map that was our first.
Yeah.
Not all of them do, because I'm pretty sure this is the only wetlands there is. But
Well, yes, but there's another stage that can spawn here in place of the wetlands.
yeah, there's another stage that's spawning here in place of the wetland. There you go.
Missiles. Man, now I really want the thing that enhances your shift ability. Because that would get messy quick on the engineer, but in a good way.
Lots of missiles.
Lots of missiles. He basically has a very quickly recharging 4-slot missile launcher.
Okay.
That look to do regular missile damage, which is not insubstantial. Old War Stealth Kit, which turns you invisible on taking heavy damage. Turning you invisible, I believe, blocks all damage. Or maybe
It doesn't
some
block
specific
damage.
damage.
But I think it's going to make them stop attacking for the most part. Want to block damage, you need to get the teddy bear.
Yes, which is a flat chance to block damage from occurring. Oh, a leech seed.
Oh, or that.
Yeah, I'll fill up on leech seeds. That works.
Yeah.
These are 3D printers. You throw an item of rarity equal to the item that it prints, and it will print you out this item. However, the item it takes from your inventory is random. So if you've got a build that you like and you only have like 1 or 2 items that you don't want to get rid of, maybe don't use the 3D printer. Now, Shiv is playing dangerously and using this Shrine of Blood. Shrine of Blood, you give up health in exchange for money.
Get that money. That's fine. Just got a bunch of leaf seeds.
Yep. So I've decided to live super dangerously and use the 93% health one. Because every time you use the shrine, the amount of health it takes goes up.
Yep.
That's earned a bunch of money. But I also gave most of my blood.
And it got some health regen going. It's not that bad.
Yep. Oh, like that. The bustling
Come here for a
fungus.
second. Come into my fungal bloom.
Oh. Oh, my turrets found a way up here. They didn't used to do that. Oh, a lunar coin. Oh, yeah. Them is chunky missiles.
Those missiles are doing work. Alright, there's fall damage in this game. Not a lot, but it is there.
Shiv has already been here.
Yep.
Alright. I need knives for this character.
Knives for every car.
Well, especially now, because these will get people down to a pretty low health. So knives would take care of the rest. Knives, for reference, are referenced being the triple dagger, or the triple-bladed dagger, which gives all of your attacks a chance to cause bleeding. Which is just a steady damage over time.
I've been known to go overboard on them.
Yes, especially because the damage from knives is only partially dependent on your actual damage. It can help supplement weaker attacks.
Everything is dependent on your actual damage.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is based off for something. Just the main thing about knives is that they are a chance on hit. So people with faster attack speeds get more benefit out of knives. Because the damage can be the same regardless of who you are.
Yeah.
For knife damage. Because like even your basic attack is percentage of base. So a commando does 2 shots each for 90% of it.
Do we know what the teleporter is in this level, by the way? I'm pretty much done.
Over here.
Over there. God, on my way.
It's actually quite easy to find teleporters once you figure out the trick about teleporters.
What's the trick about teleporters?
So they have this glowing aura around them of like red sparkles in the air
Oh, yeah, okay.
that you can pretty much see across a map. So
Alright,
you
you
just
ready?
look for a faint glowing red, and that tells you where the teleporter is. I figured this out mostly when we were doing the speed run for the Uber.
Yeah, for that particular achievement.
Yeah. The achievement that requires you to get to the first 7 levels in like less than 15 minutes? Less than 20 minutes.
It's the first 8 levels in less than 25.
So it's mostly a case of just find the teleporter and hit it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
The other thing we didn't go over about the teleporter phase is that you have to stay in the like area,
Yeah.
the big red ring area.
Yep. Like the area on my
teleporter
screen
is
right now.
right
Has the border very clearly outlined in red. You have to stay within that border.
Oh. Ow. Not dead.
Now I'm dead. Ow. Yeah, the Wandering Vagrant is kind of rough.
And they just have to make sure to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Well, once it gets to low health, it doesn't actually do that annoying explosion he's doing plays at low health.
Now, I have some bad news for you, chat. I'm dead. Which means that Mackie, Shiv here, gets all of the items.
That is the thing. When you're dead, you're dead. You can't get picked back up, but you will respawn to the next
Yes,
level.
I will respawn at the next level. But I need to make sure to get many more items in order to account for not getting the good item from the teleporter spawn.
I mean, you missed one item. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I know. Right now it doesn't matter, but, like, you want to make a habit of not dying too frequently because you will just be behind the power curve.
Yes. It's not like we were doing double mountain trials.
Oh, no, we're not doing mountain trials yet. We haven't found a mountain trial yet because...
I mean, we'd actually absolutely do.
Oh,
mountain
we
trials.
would absolutely do a double mountain trial. Mountain trial, by the way, is there's a shrine of the mountain that can appear on the map. And if you hit that, it will spawn double the number of bosses that it normally would.
Yeah.
This can multiply.
Something like you.
Yep. Teleport away!
Rally point dealt.
Yeah, they also have decent targeting range. Like, I can target that top one just from up there. That's the meat. That's one of the usable items that
Cube is so good.
Cube is so good. It gathers people into a nice little clump that you can very easily take advantage of.
Keep an eye out for equipment things. Look like you don't have one yet.
Yep. I am lacking in equipment things. Oof. I also love that the missiles rehome. If something that they're going to kill is already dead, it'll just target something
Find new
else.
targets.
Just like the real missiles do. This is great. Sticky bombs, which give a chance on hit to attach a sticky bomb to someone. And the more of an item you pick up, the more its effects multiply in some way. So for sticky bombs, the more sticky bombs you have, the more likely you are to put a sticky bomb on something.
Yep.
Ah, the Shrine of Chance.
You get nothing.
I got a Monster Tooth. Not great, but I'll take it.
Ah, bundle of fireworks.
Woo! Bundle of fireworks.
Bundle of fireworks makes you fire off on a dagger game you know me too well. Bundle of fireworks basically makes us whenever you open a box or a chest or anything like that,
Or you interact with anything interactable.
any interactable object basically fires off a bundle of fireworks. The number of fireworks depends on the number of bundles of fireworks you have. So if you have a lot of bundles of fireworks, you can just fire off like 30 or 40 fireworks every time you open them.
By the way, due to the uniqueness of the build here, I need faster movement items. Like the
Nope, I
energy
see.
drinks and stuff like that. If you can keep an eye out.
Goat who?
I think energy drink is actually going to be better, because I don't think the turrets sprint. The crowbar. Oh, double crowbars. Crowbars increase the damage done to high-level enemies.
No, crowbars increase the...
Or not to high level,
damage
to
done
high health
uninjured
enemy.
enemies.
Yeah. They have to
Basically,
be-
once they drop to a certain threshold, stop doing
Yeah.
damage.
Oh my. A Shrine of Order. In a Shrine of Order, you pay 1 lunar coin. It
Never
takes
again.
all of your items, and for every rarity of an item, it will give you a random item of that rarity of the number that you gave up when you used the Shrine of Order. Oh, I hate backup magazine on the Engineer. It's worthless.
What is backup means? Extra secondary?
Extra secondary, which is the mines, which are incredibly situational.
Throw them directly on things.
Yeah, they
Use
don't.
a short range grenade.
They don't
They
do.
do less damage because they do damage with like multi-fully set up.
Yeah.
Oh, equipment.
Equipment chest. Okay. The egg.
Egg.
One of the better escape items in the game. The egg does this. Transforms you into a ball of light and allows you to fly with the greatest of ease. And then you explode. Luckily, the explosion does not hurt you.
Nope. Combat shrine.
Combat shrine. It's combat time. As an engineer, you always want to make sure you're remaking your turrets regularly so they get the benefit of all the items that you're picking up.
Ow. Stop it. Calm down.
Another one terrace. Oh well. Bye. Over here. There's a shrine over here. Or the Newt Shrine.
And if you want to do, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, why not? Show it off at least.
You got any more loot you need to get?
I think we're good. Let me just hit the Newt Shrine first, and then... Okay, Newt Shrine. Alright. Imp overboard. Big chufty imp.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Bulls. bulls on parade. Lasers! Destroy them with lasers!
Stop throwing knives at me. It's not very nice. Boss down.
We got Leptron Daisies, which,
Disappointing.
periodically releases a healing nova while the teleporter event is in effect. I can touch the portal.
I mean, they do have an effect. It's just very much a, like...
Yeah. There are certain situations where the Leptron Daisy is very handy to have. It's just usually not your first choice over most anything else.
No. Because we use the blue portal, for the Newt Shrine, we got a blue portal, which allows us to go here.
Yes. To the Newt Shop.
The Newt Shop.
So Newt Shop does a bunch of things. You can trade in white quality items for one green quality item, or green quality items for one red item. You can choose which of the next worlds you want to go into. You know, choose either version of them by spending coins. If we hadn't already unlocked him, there would be a character to unlock back here behind the Newt. But we have already unlocked that character. And you can buy blue items here. Random blue items will appear.
Oh, there's a shard of glass.
You feeling dangerous?
I don't have enough knives.
You don't have enough coins?
I don't have enough knives.
Knives, got it. Alright, so the other question is, do we want to go to the next area, or do we want to do the Trial of the Nine? I probably say save the Trial of the Nine for the next run-through, just because I don't feel that confident for a 9 run with this build of the Engineer and the items I have. We will show off what Trial of the Nine is later, but for the moment, we'll just go back to the blue portal and go to the next area, which, through the use of bribery, we have determined to be the...
It's gonna be lava.
Lava chamber.
Mostly because I know there's a guaranteed gold chest.
Yep. Bam. Bizzle Depths. Now, once you unlock the spider turrets, you have a trade-off to make. The regular turrets are far more reliable in their AI. They don't fire as fast.
God.
Oh, did you die? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
What did you die to?
Apparently I got punked by that, whatchamacallit?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Floating bell monster.
You got punked by the Dingle Dangle. As many often have. Oh, hey, energy drink.
It happens.
Alright, I guess we're doing this one solo then.
I'm facing you. Or you'll die a horrible death, one or two.
Yep.
You have egg, though, which is great for...
Yes. Great for escapes. Eggs, I have more sprint.
Oh,
There's
we
a
got a worm.
magma worm. I mean, we're on impossible difficulty. It was going to happen. So magma worm is a normal boss that can spawn, but once you start hitting things like impossible difficulty on the difficulty meter, then bosses will just start spawning when you go into an area.
Yep. Perfectly normal.
Oh, another focus crystal. That's actually very good for my spider turrets, because they're close range only. Provided they don't walk off the edge like idiots, I feel good about my chances.
Spider turret makes no promises.
Spider turret indeed makes no promises. I'd like to leave here. Thank you, egg.
Turd.
That door's closed. Certain parts of the map may or may not be open, depending on your playthrough. It's randomized. Another mine. I think I don't see you there.
Don't get the gold chest.
Yep. Let's go see how much a gold chest is actually worth. Or is actually going to cost us.
8 times the regular chest.
4 lens makers. So what we're talking about is a gold chest. Gold chests are normally a rare spawn, but there is a guaranteed gold chest that spawns in the magma caves.
Yeah.
You just have to know where it is, in which case it is right over here. 4,391 is the amount we need to open that chest.
More than 8 times.
But
I'm gonna-
it's like a guaranteed red or something?
It's a guaranteed red, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, the 4th wave is the first time that gold chests can start spawning. There's a guaranteed gold chest on this. They can just kind of replace... They're very rare, but they can replace chests on other maps as well, and they always drop the highest rarity item.
Nice.
They will always drop a red rarity item, which usually has massive effects.
You could base an entire playthrough of this game off of a playstyle enabled by a red item. If your turrets would behave themselves and not use their stupid as shit AI. That's my main problem with the spider turrets. They're great in theory, but they're kind of dumb.
Hey, they do what they can. They have to do twice as many things as the turrets do. They have to move and shoot.
I'd love to get an engineer's toolkit. Or the tool belt. No, I'm sorry, it's not the tool belt, the bandolier. The bandolier has a chance for every enemy to drop a ammo pouch, which instantly resets the cooldown of your attacks.
Yeah, that is.
And for guys who have multiple cooldowns that they rely on, like the engineer, that can get pretty boss. almost to that chest. Oh no.
Choose life.
Oh no. I just got poked by stuff.
Yeah.
Alright.
It happens.
Yep, it happens. Alright. Let me show off another character. Oh. Acrid. Acrid is a vomit dog.
Acrid is in fact a vomit dog.
So, he's got two different modes. The regular mode is Poison, which certain attacks poison enemies, dealing damage equal to 10% of their maximum health over time. Poison cannot kill enemies, though. Through an achievement, we unlocked Blight, which is attacks that apply poison apply stacking Blight instead, dealing 60% damage per second, but that's a flat damage rate. I don't want to get rid of his spit. Actually, let's try out the bite. And then the artifact that Shiv has chosen is the Artifact of Command. When we get an item, it's going to let us choose any item of that level to pick up. So we can very easily tailor-make our experience.
Correct.
So with that in mind, I will lock in.
It does get a little bit touchy sometimes trying to loot in the middle of combat, though.
Yes, that's the trade-off.
Because rather than just picking the item up and getting where the item is, it basically brings up a little menu where you choose which item you want.
Leave me now. Take away the best part of Vomit Dog.
I haven't gotten to use this yet, and I don't think you've seen it.
Oh, the saw?
Yeah.
I do really want to pick up the saw. Because it looks fun as hell to use. Bark, bark. Chomp. So Acrid is very much a melee character, whereas the engineer was very much not. He's all about putting them stacking debuffs on people.
I mean, you just be careful of this fun circular saw because Malty isn't exactly known for being the toughest character.
Aha! We're mentioning the Trial of the Mountain. And right next to the teleporter is a Trial of the Mountain.
Stuff.
Hit that stuff.
Trial of the Mountain means that we'll get extra bosses, but also extra loot.
Yes. It doubles the amount of bosses and the amount of loot, which is good. What do I want? Start by some life seed. Because I'm going to need some healing on this build. Get a couple of drones, which are little robot buddies that follow you. Bark, bark, I am a good dog.
Bark, bark. Sprint. Slowing some walking speed, I'm pretty sure.
Poison that actually kills things. That's some good stuff. Now, the other right-click ability that I didn't take was a spit that just lets him spit poison at people. So I don't have any long-range abilities. But that bite lays 3 levels of blight on someone, which is pretty good. Those things you have to take into account with Acrid. Luckily, I do have this ultimate ability, which is my R ability, which just applies blight to things in a wide area. I will take that crowbar, thank you.
Crowbar.
I think we're about cleared out on this level.
Ready to hit if you are.
Yep.
Gah!
Not great.
Actually, not that bad. Only first round. And all I have is attack speed and bleed.
Oh god! Why are they shooting me? I'm just a simple vomit dog.
You know what you did.
So glad I took that leech seed.
One down.
Yeah. Bam. Oh no.
Too far away. There we go. Healing drone. Put my blood back in.
I can see faintly now. My blood is gone.
That. Oh.
Okay, I'm finally not super dead. take that neural. And I will take a guillotine. Because guillotine with plague is fun. So what guillotine does is elite monsters will now have a health threshold that if I drop them below it, they'll just die automatically. It is very powerful. You can actually see it on the overlay here for this wisp. There's a little section of bar that's now cut off from it.
I meanwhile grabbed a missile.
A missile. These are just coins that give you capsules that give you coins. They're nothing special.
Find the equipment thing. Let's see. There's a teleporter here. Much like Apex Legends, you can mark things for your teammates. Yep.
Start getting some piercing rounds. I can use some extra damage to bosses. The focus crystal that I got up there, by the way, increases close quarter damage. For some characters, this is almost a required item because all they do is close quarters. I'll take a quick look. I do need to get some defensive items soon, though. It's easy to fall into that trap when you have access to all the items. You'll be like, oh, I'm going to get a whole bunch of attack items, and then I'm going to be super powerful. And then you realize, oh, I die to a slight breeze.
That is, in fact, how they get you.
Chests. Also, normally these chests would drop very specific classes of items, but I don't have to worry about that.
Nope. Whatever you want.
So we're going to pick up Slug. Slug causes us to rapidly heal outside of danger. Sure, let's just get 2 stun. Job. Almost slid off the edge there. Luckily, falling in this game is not fatal, but it still takes a chunk of health.
Choice.
What's the choice?
I got a rare, one of the red items from the chest, so I have no idea which red item I should grab.
Ah. You're playing as Malti, right?
Yeah.
Get the one that increases your item usage and shortens the cooldown.
Oh, I can grab 57 leaf clover. Yes, the 57 leaf clover. Four leaf clovers are small time. The 57 leaf clover is like red rare item. It basically, for anything that has a chance to proc, it tries to proc it twice. It'll only apply once, but it basically gives everything double the proc chance, effectively.
Ah.
So they'll basically check twice for the proc. So like the daggers I have right now, the 3 of them have like a 40-some-odd% chance to proc. It'll basically make that check twice every time it's hit, whether or not it's proc dagger.
Ah.
God, no, okay, what's the one that increases the... Do you remember what it looks like?
I think it's the cylinder with the 2 little yellow bits at the end. Oh, hold on, I just got an... Oh, no, I got an equipment. Never mind. So, let's see. Oh, all these equipments. Take something. The Somerang. Somerang through a saw blade to come back to you. They are very powerful. More importantly, this also gives me a range attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab Meat Hook.
Yeah.
Sentient Meat Hook. Sentient Meat Hook is another rare item. It basically has a chance on hit to pull enemies, to send out a meat hook that pulls enemies together. Makes it really easy to group things up. Which is actually quite good on Malty with his main gun, which is a not all that accurate rapid fire weapon. So it's really about just getting a lot of hits in for procs.
Yep.
We should probably teleport.
Yes. On my way.
Ready?
Yep, go ahead. Beetle Queen. Beetle Queen is dead.
Beetle Queen.
There's some items that are locked that we just haven't unlocked yet, so...
Yes, items that you have not unlocked will not be available. Basically, certain items are unlocked after you complete certain challenges.
Oh, okay, the item for equipment is a green, not a red.
Yes, I know there's the green one.
I was thinking of the turbocharger, which it does your shift skill. Sorry, not your thing. I was mistaking the red item for the green one.
Yeah.
And no, the turbocharger's not that great on multi. The turbocharger would be fantastic on, like, on the engineer. That's what he wants, either for his shield or for his missiles. I really like the missiles.
In fact, the turbocharger does nothing for multi.
It gives him additional cooldown for his charge.
Is that one the charge, or is
Yes,
that
the turbocharger is the one that does the shift.
I don't think it is. I think it's actually the whatever your third ability drone would be. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I got a turbocharger. Multi doesn't have a third ability like most other characters do.
Yeah.
He has his third thing basically swaps him between two primary weapons, and each version they swaps to has its own.
No one hides from the chomp.
Terrible modifier.
Now, the Rusted Key is kind of a long shot item. Basically, there are chests that will only appear if someone has a Rusted Key in their inventory. And the quality of items in those Rusted Key are determined by how many Rusty Keys you're holding.
Yep.
Oh, a green. I will take another guillotine.
Guillotines. I'll take more fuel still.
More usage of item is never bad. Let's see, there's no items over there. Looks like there might be an item on the plateau.
Dear enemy, please spawn so I can murder you for money.
Don't fall for it.
I also always forget how much fun Meat Hook is with the imp flying wisp,
Yep.
because it just yanks them all over the place.
Let's see. Regenerate health after killing an enemy. Nice. Chest here. Let's get more armor piercing. Ah, you fools. You spawned, and now I can kill you.
You fall into your trap.
Let's... There's another item thing over here. Or equipment thing, I should say, over here.
It's worth noting, because I saw one. If you see the like shifter chests, the one that pop up and probably ones.
Oh, yeah, I already opened 2 of them.
Yeah, they will throw out a pick your choice of that color.
Yes. It's more healing.
So I'm ready with this.
Yep. Alright, I'm good. Let's go. I ain't feeding any more money to this goddamn statue.
Hitting it.
Yep. I'm on my way. I'm slow. I'm just a slow old vomit dog.
Oh, that's fine. It's a growth tender.
Oh, yeah. Grove Tender. I feel bad for you. When stuff like this happens. Yeah, those saw blades just cut through bosses. They are not nice.
Growth tender's dead.
Guillotine. Let's see. Just keep knocking around the Grove Tender's body. So sad.
Yeah, it come. I haven't hit it.
Yep, already hit it. That wisp gets to live.
Tender.
He did.
He in fact did.
I was a little off on my timing for one of those rando chests.
Aw. Light. Going in all in on those rusty keys, huh?
Yep. Not entirely in on the rusty keys. And this drone's a missile drone. Instead of firing a Gatling gun, it fires missiles. The mind boggles.
Yes.
Oh! Elder Lemurian. Kicked my butt. Pretty hard.
Oh,
I did.
apparently you did.
It's up to you now. Avenge my name. The name of...
Poor bleh, we hardly knew you.
Yeah. Wasn't able to tell you about my life story because I kept vomiting. Like a vomit dog. Some sort of poison hound.
Poison food.
Flamethrower drop.
Oh, that's the flamethrower. Start grabbing some defensive items.
Yep. Learn from my mistakes. Don't be a terrible vomit dog. As for reference, stuff that shit has is Little Disciple, fire tracking wisps while sprinting.
Yep.
He's got the missile launcher, the ATG Missile Mark 1. Every hit he does has a chance to fire a missile, very similar to the way Dai was firing as an engineer. He's got 5 fuel cells, which hold additional equipment charges and reduce equipment cooldown. Sentient Meat-Cook just pulls enemies towards him into a big cluster. Tougher Times is the teddy bear that we were talking about to block incoming damage, or chance to block incoming damage every hit. And then he's just got a huge increase to attack speed and dagger.
Yep. I also have Wisp in a Jar, which is enemies explode when I kill them.
Yep.
Some gas cans, so...
Killing enemies sets nearby enemies on fire, gives them fire damage over time.
Some of the stun things.
Yeah, stun grenades. A lot of the fun in this game is just snowballing, so you have like 30 different effects going off at once.
That's why I grabbed the 57 Lake Clover. Okay, what do I want from this rare item?
Mask is always a good choice.
From this mask?
Spawns a copy of, or ghost of things you kill. There's also... Oh, I'm blanking on red items now.
Where are the knives?
The knives?
They were chance on attack to throw knife or on kill throw knives?
I think it's on kill. Knives explode out from the person. Yeah, killing an enemy releases on knives. Which are basically missiles. Damn. Look at that depth. Look at all that murder.
It's also worth noting that, like, on hit effects trigger off anything that really hits enemies. So,
Yeah, like
they'll
big hit,
trigger
small
missile
hit,
stuff
doesn't
all the
matter.
time. Like
So-
the little fire things that shoot off as I run around. will
Yeah.
also,
Oh, it's beautiful in action. Look at all them knives that didn't get used just floating there.
So it basically means that I group things together, and then just a giant chain of murder occurs.
Mm-hmm.
Cave's open.
Cave is, in fact, open. Whee!
This is also where I grabbed a ton of fuel cells, so I can just keep doing it.
I mean, if you're multi, this is kind of your plan anyway, is to just grab fuel cells.
Whee! If you're here, then all. Good. So slow. You want to go?
Engage kill mode. Ah, the missile, another good choice. Just fires a extra crap ton of homing missiles. Oh, look, another rare chance. The red item.
Happy mask.
Now, the happy mask, when you kill an enemy, has a chance of spawning a ghost of that enemy, but then acts as your friend. Alright, murder this boss.
Cancel.
What boss you get? And like that, Ghost of Stone type. This does work on bosses. Alright, so when we come back next level, we got a lot of catching up to do. Runic Flame Tornado. Don't need to say anything
Yeah.
more. That's disgusting.
Just flying around waiting for enemies to spawn. Are you saying that my 6 uses of missiles are slightly absurd?
I'm saying you're a frightening murder bot.
Oh.
Okay, back in the game. Let me make sure I stay in it this time. Oh boy.
Joy Meadow.
There's Magma Worm right off the bat.
2, I think?
Yeah, that checks.
Ow.
Additional health. Never a bad thing.
Fusion the creature health by does it give you health every time you kill an enemy?
It gives you a set amount and then an additional amount of max health every time you kill an enemy, up to a certain level. As always, the more of the infusions that you have, the more effective this is. There's not a lot of defensive items at green level.
At green? No, I mean the main defensive item you can get is the bear white.
Yeah. There's also the one in white that just reduces damage flat out.
It does, but
It's
great
not
early
great.
on and then very quickly falls off. Dude.
Yeah. Once you get to a certain number of bears, you've reached the max potential of bears. And they stop giving you as much of a bonus, and then...
Yeah, I mean, everything has kind of diminishing return attached to it, but...
Oh, you've already looted up here. Oh, that Magworm's still alive.
That's a new Magworm.
Oh.
Came from one of the monster chests, monster shrines. That's okay, he did.
He did. You mind if I grab this one?
Go for it.
Thank you. Bear. Need bears. immediately pops out, immediately gets dragged away by the black hole. When you gather up people, I just fire my plague into them. More plague!
More plague?
With that, he wants some more plague. Alright, now the other question. Do we want to go through a regular warp out of here, or do we want to take a route?
I think we could do an artifact. What artifact do you want to do?
I would have to pull up the list of artifacts. Let's see. Curious, does this capture anything? No, it does not. Good. Oh, no, I'm getting attacked. That's not good.
Yeah, don't look up until wreck.
Yeah.
Then you fall down there. Here's the question then.
Uh-huh.
Mountain shrine.
Well,
Don't get mad. Do that.
yeah. Let's just do the regular one.
Okay.
Hit the mountain shrine.
Already did.
Woo! Oh no, goo people! Elite goo people! I hate the goo people.
It takes so much.
Oh no, that's quite a bit of damage from fire goo people. No!
Okay.
Oh, the goo people take so much damage. And fire goo people just hurt. Things with the fire elite modifier on them burn you when you're close to
Light
them.
on fire.
If you can't kill them quick enough, things just get real bad. Let's go ahead and hit the button and get out of here.
Yep.
Magma World.
Oh.
Stop bouncing.
One of the worm's dead.
Yeah. The other worms are over there fighting turrets, as they are wont to do.
Ah, yeah, they do that.
It's just a bunch of goo people.
So much goo.
It's like that phrase, you are what you eat is true, but only for the kids who ate paste. Also, we got a projector over here. Jellyfish.
One more thing.
Yeah. The vagrant's dead. Combat Shrine! Uh-oh. Oh, that was just the worst spawn I could get.
Back. Oh, ow.
Oh.
This suck. These missiles.
At least you got a ghost wisp out of it.
Okay.
A lockbox! Only light. But that's another bear.
Yep. And you too can have a giant pile of bears and get to the point where you
Oh, spawn some wandering vagrants.
get hit by one thing and immediately instantaneously die.
Oh, my computer does not like all those wandering vagrants. Oh no. Well, I'm alive.
If you've been paying attention to the difficulty, you'll notice that we are now in just ha 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 ha.
Yes, ha 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 never stops. That is the highest level of difficulty. And by this point, you better have your build done. Something else.
Another combat shrine.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Ah, the prey on it.
Your accumulator takes a second to charge up, but that thing does an immense amount of damage.
Hope you have a bunch of fuel cells.
Yep.
It also has the longest cooldown of all equipment.
Yep. Yep. That's right. Reverse fling. Equipment thing.
Another monster. Right?
Oh, the combat shrine. Oh.
3 riddles. Death comes for you.
Yeah.
Where is the utility?
Oh, over that way.
Troy?
That way. Hitting it. We got more vagrants. Die.
Ow!
It's okay, you're still alive.
Yep.
Then we got some gold items.
Oh.
I'll take.
I don't know what this one is. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, right. Genesis. I'll back up.
Fire bad! Fire bad!
Fire indeed.
The huge swarm of drones that we bring into every fight.
Yep. I'm actually surprised our drones haven't been getting killed. It's usually the point where, like, enemies glance at them and they die.
Too many flying enemies. Ow!
That's a big one.
Some kind of ghost. One of those spiker enemies, basically. I did see briefly you had times 30 bleed on someone.
Can happen, yes.
More surprised something lived that long.
I think there's a lot of health at this point.
Yeah, they do.
Although because of the oddity of all the stuff I've stacked up, I actually do more damage the more enemies there are. So I can get stacked up. Just do all like the
Yeah, knives.
on death burn, on death this, knife. Ow.
The moment anything in a given stack dies, basically some sort of chain reaction that very quickly murders everything else.
Uh-huh. Well, if something dies, that means there's an explosion. An explosion goes off, all the enemies are lit on fire, and knives show up.
That and you have so many fuel cells, you can just abuse primordial cubes until the day you die.
Uh-huh.
Now, granted, even this build is not a lock, because later on, enemies just get unfairly powerful.
Well, and then enemies hit for a truck. So, like, right now I'm mostly surviving because, I have a very quick fire speed, what with having 10, soldier serums.
Yes.
And, like 6 bleaching seeds. So I get, like, 6 health every time I hit an enemy. Which keeps my health up.
Yeah.
And then the bears keep me from actually taking damage. But enemies later on, like, especially, like, boss enemies later on, if they just get a hit through, the bear doesn't stop, you can just die in.
Yep.
Which is why I've been grabbing Infusion to try and bolster up my health portal.
Kill!
Like, which is basically the problem with the, like, the armor plate you can get. It does flat damage reduction, it's flat damage reduction. Enemies scale up fast as it does.
Yes.
But
It
on,
protects
it's
you against
actually
chip
good.
damage, is the thing.
Early on it's great, but then it's not.
Also, you hear that constant squeaking in the background. Every squeak is another thing that he's dodged using the bears.
Yep. XP. And yes, the bear can stop any source of damage, which includes fall damage and, amusingly, using the blood shrine.
Yes.
Over here. Oh, it's on the wall. Like right there. In fact,
Yep,
it's about
yeah.
south of hell.
There's teleport.
Yep.
Stone Titan versus a shit ton of missiles.
Yeah, here's the thing about Stone Titans.
Yep.
Laser's gonna... There.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Can I get 3? Yeah. Technically gets a minor amount of XP.
Yes, so all the money you don't spend at the end of a level gets converted into XP.
It just doesn't get converted much, so...
No, no. It's not.
It'd be nice if we get, No, the other one. We got vultures.
Oh, Overlord up here.
We got vultures, we can guaranteed, rares.
Yes. So we could do the boss.
Yeah.
Oh, we have double oops. I did not realize that.
Yeah. We have no imp. Also, later on, money just doesn't really become a thing anymore.
Yep. Time is an ephemeral concept. Oh, that's Strider.
Well, that was pretty close. Is that
Cool.
we're hiding off of those newer enemies that start showing up, the weird, like, crawly thing.
Yep.
So, important note about the weird crawly artillery guys.
Uh-huh.
When they die, they explode. And that explosion can pretty much one-shot you at this point.
Yes.
Whoops!
What was the whoops?
This run's not going to go much longer.
Oh, did you hit the Shrine of Order?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. What'd you get?
I have 45 gasoline,
Holy
25
shit.
runic bands, and 4 knives.
Well.
It was not the shrine I thought it was. Same thing that happened last time.
Well, fuck. No fire, guys. Go away, fire guys. You are bad.
No! I'm dead.
Oh.
That damn shrine. Oh, good luck.
Yep. And of course one of the super drones is on this map.
Buy a super.
And I get $14,000. I will buy a super drone. Super drones cost a shit ton. They are also very powerful.
They are super.
You touched the order stove.
Even then, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't the fact that we lose all the bear. That's really the only thing keeping you alive at this point.
Yeah. Oh, there's a gold chest here.
Yep. Like, I could deal with garbage damage until I get, like, damage items going back up if I didn't die when things glanced at me.
Let me hop. There are so many people after me.
Uh-huh. Only could group them all up and murder them in one blast.
Oh, I fell. Also, man, that scaling damage we were talking about. Blight is great early game and fucking garbage late game.
Most basic attacks are not like garbage, but because the scaling. It's like enemies just get more health than we get damage.
Well, no, that's the thing, is the default poison scales off of enemies' health. It doesn't do damage according to your damage percentage. It's just, this poison does damage equal to 10% of their max health over time.
I mean, then it's not going to be any worse if you're higher level. 10% damage is always 10% damage.
Well, remember, they get more health than we get damage.
Yes, but if it's scaling off of their health, your damage scales with their health, not your damage. So if it does 10% of the health, it always does 10% of the health, no matter how much health they have.
Oh no! The Burly Boys!
The firing line. Yep.
Yep. That was how that
got me.
Alright.
Stupid
It
crime.
always happens. You always accidentally hit that shrine.
It looks like it's the same color, like, symbol above it as the combat shrine. So I just think of the combat shrine, then I hit it, and then I cry. You're gonna randomly give me a bunch of stuff, at least give me 45 bears.
Alright, that's probably a good place for us to stop our stream for the night. It's 9:30.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us in our casual murder stream.
Mm-hmm.
Join us on Saturday when we'll be continuing our quest in Legend of Heroes: Trails of the Sky, Chapter 2. As we go after our good friend What's-His-Face.
Good friend.
Yep. And then join us on Sunday for more Strange Brigade. Until then,
Yeah.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Shiv.
All right, have a good one.